How far can Sony possibly push their own multiverse and Spider-Verse in live action? We're going to talk about that right here in this video, and I believe they're going to go really far with this concept because the concept has been proven to sell in every other medium. So I think most of you probably have another version of Spider-Man you love that is part of the extensive multiverse, or as we know it today as the Spider-Verse of characters. For me, it all began with that 90s animated series. I remember the moment where I became obsessed with the Spider-Verse concept and alternate dimensions and all that, and it was thanks to the one episode you can all probably guess right now. Like, look at this! Look at this! How could I not be the edgiest of edgy kids and not love this shit? I mean, seriously, I remember it like it just happened today. I remember when this episode hit. I remember watching it, and when it ended, I remember asking to do any chores, anything I could. I would do anything for a damn Spider-Man toy. And my mom was literally like, we just got you a couple Spider-Man toys, what do you need? And I distinctly remember going, there's a robot Spider-Man, where's a silver suit? A silver robot suit! He has a silver robot suit, Mom! I need it. They didn't understand what I was talking about, okay? I had to literally show them in like, I think it was like the Toys R Us magazine they would send you. Anyways, I was like, look at this. Look at this. You don't understand the coolness of this suit. Again, Spider-Verse, right? Okay, now you're probably like, okay, what does this tangent have to do with anything? Well, that's the thing. That's exactly the selling point of the Spider-Verse. That's exactly what will sell. Because, let's be real. Today, as a collector, I go in there and I'm like, okay, which Marvel Legends figures am I going to get? Or which Hot Toys am I going to get? And to date, I have every single Spider-Man Hot Toy that's released over the course of the last 6 years. Because I'm collecting them. I'm collecting every single Marvel Spider-Man Hot Toy from the new video game that recently came out. And I'm going to keep getting them. I got the Spider-Verse ones pre-ordered because the concept of all these alternative Spider-Man, Spider-Men, and women, let me clarify that, is a concept that resonates a lot with fans. And Sony, we know that they're working on their own multiverse. We know that they hired writers for Madam Web and they want that character to be something that they do in live action. Why would you do Madam Web if you're not going full into a Spider-Verse? Because again, let's take it back to that 90s story I told you of the first time I saw that Silver Spider-Man. I had to get it. Eventually, I got a few more, and it was great. And then there was, of course, the video game by Neversoft. Got that. Spider-Man was everything. Because, again, there's such a cool concept there. How far will Sony push it? They're going to push this harder than anything ever. Because if you really think about it, they could go out of their way and be like, hey, Chris Evans, you know how you said you always wanted to play Spider-Man when you were younger, but you got Captain America? What if we bring you back as Spider-Man as part of our Spider-Verse? We don't ever have to acknowledge you were Steve Rogers or anything else. Here's $50 million, suit up as an older Spider-Man. Guess who's now buying that hot toy, every version of that action figure, because he's a double sucker for Captain America and Spider-Man? This guy. Again, some of you know I do charity work, costumes, and all that. Right before this whole pandemic and everything, there was actually talks that we were going to do a giant Spider-Verse meetup across a bunch of New England because this one kid really wanted to see every single version of his favorite Spider-Man. We were getting like 26 people together to be able to pull this off. We were all going to travel across multiple states to be able to pull this off just for this one kid, and then everything hit and we couldn't do it. But that tells you the power of the Spider-Verse, where a kid can know 25 plus different versions of Spider-Man, right? And he can know little obscure ones, he can know more popular ones, but that's what Spider-Man is about. There's a version of Spider-Man for everybody. And why wouldn't you capitalize on that, especially if you're Sony? It just wouldn't make sense to me not to do it, and it makes all the sense in the world to do it. I rest my case, Your Honor. Man, come to think of it, I must have annoyed the hell out of my parents trying to convince them to buy me more gargoyles and Mighty Ducks as well. Well, I guess it all turned out good. I'm on YouTube screaming about Spider-Man.